quick. Quick. Hello everyone, this is Taka from bigheadtaco.com. Welcome to Osaka. Now I've been here for a couple of weeks. This is just the last few days that I'm here, and I thought I would do a introduction and then like a middle and an end to my trip here in Osaka. Unlike my trip to Hong Kong, that I'm still producing videos that are coming out. I've shot over 30 videos with Ryan from Arcade Original as well as myself, and those videos take time to roll out. And then I ended up coming here on vacation, and so those Hong Kong videos are rolling out. I'm shooting this video from Osaka just to talk about a little bit about my trip here. So this is a personal trip. I came here to visit my little brother as well as his family, and I came here with my wife, camera girl, and she is not behind the camera. She is sleeping. I got up a bit early to shoot this video. Osaka, like Hong Kong, is a very busy city. Now I have an affinity towards the smaller back streets, so that's where I am right now, in the Umeda area, sort of the back. It's kind of the old part of Osaka, like a lot of, I'm trying to be a little bit quiet here because lots of little cafes and shops, but above there are lots of people, there are homes. It's kind of a nice old mishmash of residential, commercial, light industrial, retail, and I love these back streets here. So I spent a lot of time here. The cameras I brought with me is the Fujifilm X-T2 and the new 23 f2, and I'm going to shoot a separate video about that fantastic lens that I've written about and talked about for about a year, that I wanted this lens to come out. So I'm happy that Fujifilm did so. I've come here with the Ricoh GR, which I didn't take with me to Hong Kong because I had the Canon G7X Mark II, and I also brought my personal film camera, my Minolta XD, with the 45 f2 as well as the 24 2.8. Now the pictures from this camera are purely personal, so I will not, or probably not, post any pictures that I've taken with this. But I love shooting with film, as you know, from Hong Kong, but I don't always share those pictures because, you know, photography, I have some work stuff and I have personal projects, but then I have some real personal pictures of family and friends. And for those ones, for this trip, you know, this trip is 99.9% personal. So the only thing I'm really here to test is the 23 f2 lens, which I'm actually using right now to shoot this video. One of the things I wanted to talk about was, as I talked about in Hong Kong, is travel photography, personal photography, and on this trip I really did struggle to try my best not to work, which sounds kind of funny, but that's really, it's hard not to work because obviously photography is also part of my it's my passion, as well as I do lots of personal projects, fun projects, and this trip I try my best not to do so. And so second last day, my first video, I think I did a pretty good job to avoid doing any work. I had fun shooting with my Ricoh GR. As I've always mentioned, I like the GR as well as the X100 series because they're leaf shutter. I can use a flash. They're super quiet. X-T2, you can put it in. It is reasonably quiet, but on a quiet back street, you can still hear the shutter. You can go to electronic shutter, which is dead silent, but you do get the problem of rolling shutter as well as some issues using flash. And so I still say that leaf shutter for street photography is probably the best way to go if you want to go as quiet as possible. So that's why I like my GR, as well as sort of the compact size and nature of this, and still having a full, I shouldn't say full, but an APS-C size sensor, and that goes the same for the X70 by Fujifilm. As well, it's gonna get a little bit loud, so I think I'm gonna stop this. Anyways, for street photography, I prefer using my Ricoh GR when it comes to my digital workflow, just because of the size, lightweight, APS-C size sensor, super quiet shutter, and as well as being able to use a compact flash and be able to flash sync to high shutter speeds, and so I find that's great as well. I enjoyed shooting with the 23mm lens on the X-T2. I'm going to do a separate video, as I mentioned, so I'll go into more detail, but the 23mm or the 35mm full frame equivalent is a great middle. Like I say, either the 28mm equivalent or the 35mm equivalent for me is the best angle of view for street photography. I love the XF 35 f2 that I used a lot in Hong Kong. It's a 50mm equivalent. A lot of the classic street photographers like Bresson use that focal length. I find it for a tight city where people are very close to you and everything's sort of tight. I found it difficult to use. At night, shooting through windows or shooting things from across the street, the 50mm equivalent is great, but sort of a close, intimate street photography, I find that either a 28mm equivalent or 35mm equivalent is great, and this 23 f2 should sell very well, and it's the same focal length as the X100 series, but you get the advantages of interchangeable lens and sort of the more power features that you would get with something like the X-T2 or the X Pro 2. And so that's pretty much it. I think I want to talk about one thing I wanted to mention was some people were asking a lot about what videos I'll be doing in Osaka, and I did make a decision to avoid. I'm gonna stop again. Noise. One of the things I wanted to talk about my trip to Osaka is I was mulling over all these different decisions. Canon was going to send me the G5X or the G7X Mark II again to vlog. I decided not to vlog. Ryan from Arcade Original is going to loan me his X100, the RX100 Mark III to vlog with that as a comparison with the Canon. But then I decided, you know what, this is a vacation, a personal trip. So I think I was kind of burnt out in Hong Kong, shooting 30 plus videos. I had like 5 or 6, 7 projects on the go all at the same time, and I think I was a bit burnt out. And I was talking to my sister-in-law Asuka, hello Asuka, and I had mentioned to her, as well as my little brother Tsugu, about I've been going out late night bike rides with my brother, and I had mentioned to them, a lot of times they said, oh, why don't you stop and take pictures? And I had said to them, which surprised them, I said, I actually, if I had to choose between bike riding and photography, I have a greater passion for bike riding than I do for photography. Now that doesn't mean I don't like photography. It just means that photography is here and bike riding is here, and then for me music is somewhere up here, and Cynthia and my personal life and everything else is way up here. And so instead of taking pictures, I did take a few shots while bike riding, but in general, when I was out there bike riding with my little brother, I didn't want to break the flow of bike riding, no different than maybe the flow that one gets when you're taking pictures. I don't want to break that flow by stopping, taking pictures, then you got to start back up again. So I decided, I saw some epic shots I could have taken, but I decided, you know what, I'm going to just bike ride. So I went bike riding a dozen times that night with my little bro, and went up to Osaka Castle, went through Namba, Shinsaibashi, Dotonbori, all through the streets of Umeda, and even during the day I took off and found some really cool places to take pictures. But in general, I just kept on riding and then just enjoying my time. And so I hope nobody thinks I'm this camera nerd that all I do is take pictures and go to B&H and go to DP Review and look at reviews. Actually, the whole time here, I didn't even watch a single YouTube video that was camera related. I actually spent time just trading YouTube videos with my little brother and sort of sharing our favorite videos with one another. And so this trip has really helped me sort of clear my mind. I still enjoy photography. I still enjoy taking pictures, doing YouTube videos, but I really had a good time with my wife, with my little brother and his family, and I think this trip will help me to get back to Vancouver and get back to work. So thank you so much for following me here to Osaka, as short and sweet as it was. I have tons of pictures posted on my Instagram, some on Twitter. I'm going to write an article for Fuji Love and an article for my own blog, which I haven't even done for Hong Kong yet, I don't think. Maybe I did. But enjoy the pictures that I've taken here. That's it. I'll talk to you soon. Happy shooting. Click. Click. I forgot a special shout out to my little nephew, Soma. He's my youngest nephew, and he's also, well, he's the youngest. I shouldn't say cutest, but darn, he's so cute. So Soma, you're an awesome little kid. His English name is Rocky, named after the Rocky Mountains. Rocky, Soma, I was trying to maybe hope to get you into a YouTube video, but at this time, it's too early for you. So I'll see you again. I'll maybe post some pictures of him or somewhere, but anyways, I love you, but I love all my nieces and nephews back in Canada. But a little special shout out to Soma, my little Japanese nephew living in Osaka. That's it. Talk to you soon. Click, click.